cabinet. Yay! Hey everybody, Lisa Zimmer here. Thanks for joining me today. Sorry I'm running a little late. Today is Monday, April 1st. So April Fool's Day. Hopefully nobody plays any tricks on you. Right, if you're just joining me, I am live on Facebook in my Building a doTERRA Business Facebook group called Lisa Zimmer Essential Oils Biz Tips. Hey Melanie, hey Karen. If you're watching the replay on YouTube, please join our Facebook group. I have lots of free items in the Files tab for you to check out. We love to share. So tell me what you did this weekend. Hopefully you had a good weekend. Did you do any doTERRA business building? Did you relax and have a self-care weekend? Tell us what you did this weekend. So we just got back from Arizona. One thing we like to do everywhere we go is talk about doTERRA. We are doTERRA crazy here. And so we took a family vacation to Arizona to see my in-laws and then a little R&R with just the three of us. But one thing we always do is make sure that we meet up with people to talk about doTERRA. Why? Because we love doTERRA and we want to share the doTERRA products with everyone and get oils in every home. So we try to get classes or meet new people. I take my trifolds everywhere. My husband is having trouble finding my binder. I want to show you guys my binder. Did you find it? I'll be right back, folks. All right. So one thing I do is I take my binder everywhere I go. So I'm going to make these little covers and put it in the Files tab for free if anybody wants a binder. It won't have my picture on it. This one's mine, of course. So I take my binder everywhere I go. I have our doTERRA trifolds, the Zimmer trifolds, in my purse everywhere we go. And I hand these out to folks that I meet when I strike up a conversation and it makes sense to hand one out. And I like to reach out to other doTERRA advocates in the area so I can build relationships with them. I like to hear their stories. I like to hear, I love to hear what sold them on doTERRA or their gateway oils, their gateway products that changed their life. And I love to hear their testimonials because that's how we learn what these oils can really do. And I got recipes from the people that I met with. That threw me. Hey, Becky Williamson. Not used to seeing your name in here. All right, so we met with other doTERRA advocates and heard their stories and how they built their business and how they got started. That was super fun. So the other thing we do, just a little businessy tip, right? My husband is a co-applicant on our account. So we're both in doTERRA. And so we worked in some way every single day on that trip, and we are able to write off our flight and our expenses associated with that part. So just a little business tip, right? We can't write off Jackson's flight and expenses, but we're able to write off, we work with our accountant, so just a little business side tip there, right? Everywhere we travel, we make sure that we either have a one-on-one, a meeting with other advocates. We don't do it for the tax write-off. We could just meet with customers, right? But we want to meet other advocates and learn about what changed your business, how you built, and learn scripts and tips from you. I learned some great stuff this week from other advocates on how they do the business, where they host their classes, all that great stuff. It's how we learn when we share with others, right? And when we ask others how they do things. That's why we put this Biz Tips Facebook group together. All right, so let's see, what else can we talk about? I am looking forward to this month. Hopefully you all got your Mother's Day Brevi diffuser if you're in the US market and your citrus bloom oil. I do foresee that probably selling out, just a guess. It also extended the 200 PD month, all right? So make sure that today, the first of the month, you text a graphic or just a text to your enrollments, right? So why do we do that? Here's why. I ran into someone at the airport that was on my team. I didn't enroll them. And they said, hey, does so-and-so still do doTERRA? And she was referring to her builder, her leader. That's a pretty sad sign that our member isn't being communicated to when they have to ask if their leader, builder, is still doing doTERRA, right? When you don't communicate with your customers, you don't have to do it every month, but once a month is a really good standard, right? Text them, make sure they see a Facebook post, email them, make sure people know how to use their oils, what the specials are, right? So email is how doTERRA communicates specials, and so few people read their emails anymore, right? It's like, I can't even remember the stats, but 90-some% of emails don't get read, right? Text messages, I think it's 99% of text messages get opened and read. So text them, right? If they tell you not to text them, of course, don't. You can make a note of who not to text. Not everybody wants that. But make sure that you're keeping in touch with people. If they have to ask if you're still doing doTERRA, then you are doing it wrong, right? That's just basic customer service. It has nothing to do with being pushy. It has nothing to do with being salesy. It has to do, I want to help everyone get in the right mindset, with taking care of people, right? Don't make me work to buy your product. I shouldn't have to work, right? I should know what's going on. Someone should be telling me what's going on, okay? So take care of your customers. Stop worrying about being pushy. You don't need to send them 15,000 text messages, emails, and tag them in 20 posts, right? Be considerate. Don't overdo it. So for example, I posted my text graphic that I sent along with the actual text itself, and I do a graphic and include all the key points in one place. April 1st, the Brevi diffuser and the Mother's Day oil, our next local event, our live stream event for those that aren't local. I can't even remember what all's on there, right? You can see it. You need to tell your customers what's going on and treat them like a customer. Karen texted her entire team this weekend about the Mother's Day special. Fantastic. So you want to work with your leaders, right? So I have some leaders who take great care of their teams, and they say, please don't text my members because I already handled that. Great. I follow that, right? Because there's nothing more annoying than getting a text or an email from 5 different people, right? Because somebody else thinks they should be texting, right? You need to communicate. When you enroll someone or your downline enrolls someone, right, and they go on their team, you need to communicate. Say, Linda's my downline. I'm going to say, Linda, I'm putting this person under you. For me, because it's easier for me to keep track of, I'm going to say, you don't need to contact or communicate with them. I will. It's easiest for me to look in the back office and just copy the numbers for all my enrollments, right? Not have to go, is she doing it or I'm doing it? I do all my personal enrollments, and then I work with my leaders. Are you going to contact them? You really should be, right? If it's their enrollments, are you going to contact your enrollments and work with your team and train them? What it tells me when someone doesn't is I'm not sure how invested they are in this process if they're not willing to communicate with their own team. Right? If they're willing to sit back and let other people do it, that's kind of a sign on how big they're going to get, right? If somebody's not willing to do the work, you're probably looking at someone that's going to tap out at Elite, Premier, or maybe Silver, right? Because otherwise they would be engaged, they would be taking care of people, and they would be doing the work. So little tests that you can see throughout your doTERRA business. Take care of your customers. Also learn who your real leaders are. All right. Let's see what else. I worked on my binder this weekend. Got back from vacation and realized there are some things that I was missing. And so one thing I've been working on these new rank planners. And so I'm going to load those to the Files tab. Now remember, I do recommend that you get with Mandy Johnston's structuring group. So why do you need to do that? Mandy Johnston has mastered structuring, worked with doTERRA account managers for all the rules, transfer guidelines, exception guidelines, all the updated forms. Everything's in her group, right? It's super important that you start building your expert network. Who are you going to rely on for Facebook building? Who are you going to rely on for business tips and tools? Who are you going to rely on and steer your team to learn more? Because if you are setting yourself up to be the go-to person for everything for your whole team, you'll be exhausted and burnt out at silver or gold, right? We did that all the way to diamond, and then I realized this is insane. I'm not a Facebook builder. I'm not an expert in, this, that, or the other. So now I bring those people in. Hopefully you've all signed up for Nathan Jass's back office toolkit. Post in the comments if you got that and if you were able to use it for the end of the month. It's amazing. It's on sale for $6.99 from now until April 6th. And I have a link for it, and so you can get it for $6.99 for the first year. It's free for 30 days. And what it is, it analyzes your detailed genealogy in Power of 3 for you, all in one screen. It is heavenly. If we'd had that tool, we would have hit diamond at 10 months and blue diamond at 2 years. Sadly, we are still not solid blue diamond because of structuring errors on our part. We didn't understand structuring. So that's why I'm super passionate about these new rank planners. They're color-coded. They go through with you step by step and tell you the overall volume, right? So here's how confused people are about structuring. Most diamonds have over 100,000 in volume, right? I talk to a lot of diamonds, and most of them have minimum, right? These are people that are working for blue diamonds but aren't there yet. I was in line for just reaching blue diamond at leadership with people who had 300,000, 400,000, 500,000 and up in volume. And what you'll learn on our rank planner is that for blue diamond, if you're structured well, right, and everybody's growing at the same pace, that you actually only need 75,600 in volume for blue diamond, right? So that's why it's so important that you learn how to structure, okay, and take care of people so that they can rank faster and get Power 3. And I know this works. I just had a mentor call with someone. I don't do mentor calls anymore outside of my team, but someone had prepaid for quite a few months. And since working with us and following our system, they went from $100 and some a month in doTERRA and occasionally hitting Premier, I think, to solid Premier. They're working on silver now. They both work full-time outside the home. And their income went from around $100 a month to over $600, $700, $800 a month. And this is on a bad month even, okay? The 100 was on a good month, 100 and some dollars on a good month. And the last couple months, January, February, March, our commissions were lower because the holidays are over, and they had, quintupled their income since following our structuring system. So anywho, I'm going to load these rank planners so that you have this information at your fingertips, and we have them for every rank, and they're going to start out with beginner and help you structure. So many people are visual and simply just don't understand how to set up structuring. One thing we want to help you with too is, oh yay, Linda has her structuring mentoring session with Mandy Johnston on Wednesday. So Mandy does personal mentoring, one-on-one to help you with your structure, right? So Katie Glazer, yep, seriously, 75,600 OV for Blue Diamond. Most presidentials have, goodness, a million or more in volume, or 500,000 and up in volume. And presidential diamond actually only takes 164,500. We have that volume on a holiday month or a holiday BOGO month, etc. Um, and the reason most people don't rank to presidential at that volume is because they've gotten sidetracked and made mistakes, right? They've started new legs when they didn't need to. You don't need any more than 3 legs to take you all the way to solid platinum. You don't even need, you build your 4th leg when it's time to go for diamond. So you should have no more than 3 people on your front line unless you're going that month for diamond, okay? So we want to help people realize that, because what happens is that those extra people on your front line don't contribute to your current rank. All right. Heather wants to know what binder I'm referring to. And you can go to mandyjohnston.com, M-A-N-D-I, johnston.com, and click on shop. And she has her mentoring. I think there's a mentoring tab as well. And she has her structure group on there. I'll post the link for it. This is my binder, Heather. So what I do is I have everything in this binder that I need. I just ordered clear pencil cases that attach to a 3-ring binder, and I'm going to store my trifolds in there in the front of my binder. In the front sleeve, I have my monthly builder planner. All these tools are available either free in the files tab here, or on lisazimmer.net/shop. So this is my monthly builder planner, front and back. You get this free in WWZD. It tells me what I should be doing every day. For example, today, the 1st of the month, I need to text, email, post for my downline the monthly promos. Be sure to check with your downline leader so you are not duplicating efforts. Congratulate new ranks publicly one at a time on my Facebook timeline and tag them on their accomplishment if they're an active builder. I'm not going to publicly recognize someone who's not really building, who accidentally ranked because someone put people under them. That would be awkward. All right, 1st through the 15th of the month. Educate regularly with posts, lives, product of the month, 10% off, lifelong vitality pack, skincare, hair care, body care, and a product challenge of the month. There's a monthly section on what to do monthly. There's a daily section and a weekly section. So for example, last day of the month, hopefully you all did this last night. You can still do it today. Screenshot your dashboard and save it for reference. What does that mean? You go to the dashboard tab, change the date to March. So for example, I hit diamond in March. So last night I took a screenshot that I hit diamond, what power of 3 I had, and my overall volume. So that if between now and payday, between now and the 15th, I need to make sure that doesn't go backwards because of returns. If it goes backwards, that means I'm not going to get paid diamond, or I'm not going to get paid my power of 3. It's up to me to check that between now and payday. All right, and if something happened, I have my screenshot and know what my volume is. So if there's any kind of error, I can get that corrected before payday with the help of my account manager or the business advancements team, right? So that's in the front of my binder. I have, this is how I keep track of my new members. So my new members, they stay in this sleeve. These are all my new members. I've enrolled a few people in the last 2 months. These are all my new members. Anybody that still needs attention goes in this sleeve. I have a blank one on the front so you can't see my people's contact information, right? What this means, if they're in this sleeve in the front of my binder, is that I still need to do something. I need to email them a welcome email. I need to tag them in Facebook. I need to do their 7 to 10 day follow-up. I need to do their 30-day follow-up to make sure they got on LRP and don't have any questions. All the action items are on here. This form is free in the Files tab here in Biz Tips. I just use it to track my customers. And then I have blank ones. I have blank and enrollment forms. So these are the forms that if someone enrolls themselves online, I still go and fill one of these out to make sure I do my action items, to take notes when I talk to them at their follow-up, to make notes about what I learned when I met them, etc. I have a Live with Lisa form. These are free in WWZD. And if you want to sign up for WWZD, go to lisazimmer.net/shop, click on our US tools for trifolds and tools, and order WWZD. Or you can go to bit.ly/WWZD3. So in WWZD3, I also have a free live form for you. I go live every Thursday and I make notes on here. What my next make and take date is, our workshop, who our LRP Love weekly winners are, free oil of the month, 10% off products, other promos, and then I make notes on the back of what topics I want to talk about that day. Intro kit enrollment. This is what I call my back pocket enrollment. If someone isn't going to enroll with a trifold because 150 kit is not in their budget, I whip that out, right? And so it helps people enroll with the mini intro kit, $35 membership fee, $20 intro kit, so for $50 they can enroll. I'm not going to go through the whole binder because I've got some other videos on my binder, but then it has everything I need from start to finish to take care of a customer. I've got printouts of every enrollment kit, just one in case I need that, in case I'm talking to someone who wants a diamond kit. I want to be able to pull out those details. I have the doTERRA welcome emails. doTERRA now welcomes every new member in the company, in the US for sure, with these welcome emails. You can print these out. I will add them to the Files tab. I know they're added in WWZD. You get lots and lots of free stuff in WWZD that you don't get in here. We take it up a notch, but I'll add these to here. This is doTERRA's welcome emails. They send stuff on day 1, 4, 10, 15, 20, and 26. So for a month, your new members get emails from doTERRA. You want to print these out. I have the dates up here. I added it to the file so you know what doTERRA is sending. I have a copy in here of my welcome email. All of these things in this binder are triggers to make sure I stay on task. My welcome email includes, I have my oils now what, plus recipes. This is free in the Files tab, okay? You want to make sure that every single new member gets I have my oils now what plus recipes. You want to give them the paper version if you're meeting in person, or email it to them, or both. I also now send them, these are a few of my favorite things. I added this to the Files tab. These are a list of items that I can put in their goodie bag. Doesn't mean I put every single one in their goodie bag. I have a goodie bag checklist. I also have a blend names list that was just updated. Again, these are free in the Files tab here on Lisa Zimmer Essential Oils Biz Tips Facebook group. I have goodie bag inserts. I cut these up into sits, right? It's got the blend names, the favorite things, and then I just did goodie bags today. So I will mark off on this list, I will check mark what items were in their goodie bag because it has tips on what those items are for and how to use them. I have the cleanse. I wasn't going to go through it, but I'm almost done. And then I have every single handout from lisazimmer.net/shop. So for example, AromaTouch Advantage, right? If I am talking to someone and not teaching a make and take, I can open all of these topics, right? Summer, baby, gardening, athletes. I can open these topics on my phone. I can screenshot it. I can send it to someone, and it tells them what kit to enroll with, what other items they can add, how to use it, and I can include a link generator, right? So link generator, type link generator in the search bar in here, and I'll tell you how to use link generator. So for example, for an athlete, right, if they want to get started, I'm going to send them a link to either the Family Essentials Kit or Home Essentials Kit, and I'll throw in other items that they should have, and I'll tell them, edit this cart however you like, but here's a great way to get started, click here, and it'll be my link generator. So that's how I use my make and take handouts in a bunch of ways, not just for make and take handout setting. All right, be sure to get your balance emotions. We're going to pull this off tomorrow. My graphic designer comes tomorrow who helps manage the website. So balance your emotions. That's on sale for $15 instead of $25. So grab those before they're gone. Tell me what classes you have scheduled. I'd love to know what Zimmer Make and Take classes you have scheduled. And then in the back of my binder, I have all my other trifolds. We have trifolds for medical professionals, fitness professionals, real estate professionals, spas, hair, nails, fitness, trying to think what else, available on our website so that you can enroll gyms, you can enroll all these people and talk to them about doing the doTERRA business. And it has information about doing the business. And then also in the back, I have a new form that I just created so that when I'm working with someone new, I can help them get started quickly. These are the basic tools. I posted this in the Files tab, Get Started, and it lets people know the best way to get started is to join WWZD, get your trifolds, learn our 60-second enrollment script. It's free in the Files tab, and there's videos. The Essentials Make and Take with the top 10. Intro kit handout. So if you can't get people enrolled with the trifold kit, you can help them get enrolled for $55 with some oils. You need the drawing slip. I have my recipe, or I have my Oils Now What Plus recipes, and it tells you where to find those. Half of those are available on lisazimmer.net/shop. The other half are free in the Files tab here. I want people to be able to focus on the basics. You can teach natural solutions classes and add on our make and takes to it. You can use our free drawing slips in your classes, regardless of what tool you use to teach the class. We use the trifold. I also have laminated in my binder the class checklist. This tells me how to teach a class in order to make sure I stay on task. I use this in class and we'll double check it. And I will say in class, let me check my notes quick. I want to make sure I haven't left anything out. And I will make sure that I'm staying on task. I have laminated my new rank planner. So when I'm talking with the builder of my own, instead of wasting tons and tons and tons of paper, I will write their name in here, say I'm working with Anne. I will help Anne and fill these out with her builder's names. I'll take a picture of it, and then I'll wipe it off, and I'll store it in my Dropbox in my folder for my builder mentoring time under Anne's name, right? So it is time for me to get rid of paper. Simplify, simplify, simplify. All right, I want to hear what classes you're teaching. doTERRA is promoting toxin-free cleaning and healthy home this month, okay? So you can also do gardening. So our healthy home handout, they are recipes for air fresheners, what you need to replace, and diffuser blends. So they're spray recipes, and you can also use those as diffuser blends. And the focus of the class for Healthy Home Handout on lisazimmer.net is to get rid of toxic candles, room fresheners, plugins, etc., right? Super, super toxic. And Google, for your class, Google dangers of air fresheners and candles, and give them a couple quotes, right? So very simple. Toxin-free cleaning is actually cleaning sprays and cleaning products. So I really like, I will post my link for an oil tool company that had some sprayers that I like. So I will post that when I'm done here as well for toxin-free cleaning. For most spray recipes, if it's 1 ounce or 2 ounce, I like to now replace those with doTERRA's 1 ounce, I think it's 1 ounce. Yeah, 1 ounce, 30 ml sprayers. They're little plastic sprayers. So if you have our handouts and you're using 2 ounce sprayers, you can cut those recipes in half on our handouts, just edit them with a free PDF editor and change them to the 1 ounce sprays. I don't change the prices. Now remember, when you're doing our make and takes, I saw someone post the other day, they didn't use our make and take style because they felt when people paid $5 for their rollers that they weren't enrolling. Well, then you are doing it wrong. So you want to find a solution for that. Doing it wrong for you, right? So find a solution for that. Either if you feel they need to get them free because your mindset is stuck on free and giving everything away, and you only feel comfortable closing if you're giving everything away for free, work on that. Then give everything away for free if that's your bag, right? The make and take process works, and we know that. We've studied it, we've researched, we've followed all your testimonials. Thousands and thousands of people are having success with it. It gets people in seats. People are, so Becky gives them away free when they enroll. Beautiful. Totally do that. What I don't want people doing is giving everything away for free and not enrolling them. Big, big, big mistake. What you're going to end up with is a whole bunch of people coming back to your make and takes, never enrolling because they know and they're going to make you a target for free, right? That's what happened in our area with random sampling. People came back for free sample, free sample, free sample. When I came along and met these people and I said, what in the world? How do you have all those doTERRA oils and you don't have your own account? And they said, oh, all you doTERRA people just give everything away for free, so I don't need to buy it. Be careful of your generosity. Don't devalue the product, because remember, you paid for that. Right? So you think you're being generous, but what happens is you're training people that they don't need to pay for this product and you're devaluing it. When people don't pay for something, right? So Becky gives them away free when they enroll. Beautiful. Totally makes sense, right? They have invested in it. So yes, then reward them, right? But telling everybody, come make free stuff, you're just going to have people coming back every time to make free stuff, and you're not going to be able to change their life. You're going to change their life by getting them enrolled, getting them into your system, getting them on LRP, getting them to another 30% back in rewards, getting them to share and build, change their life financially. That's how you change people's lives. Giving everything away for free just because you're not comfortable explaining the process and charging for things is not going to get you your business built, right? So take Becky's tip. So hopefully Becky share with us how that works for you. All right, so make sure you're doing toxin-free cleaning and healthy home. You can do any handout you want this month, but just know that doTERRA is going to be doing, we also have respiratory support. So doTERRA is going to be promoting these topics as well. That's why Tri-Ease is on sale this month, and the Breathe Roller is free this month, okay? So you can do our respiratory support handout, the Essentials Make and Take, toxin-free cleaning handout, and healthy home handout, lots of different tips there. I posted the other day what all of doTERRA's topics are for the whole year, so you can coordinate your make and takes. Karen says, or is asking Tony, do you hold those at your home or somewhere else? If at your home, do you feel more people attend? Patty yes, Patty's right. Patty says they use it if they pay. If it's free, chances are the item will sit. You can't blame them if we keep giving it away. Patty is 100% correct. All right, Becky also gives one away per friend they bring, but no freebies other than that. Fantastic. All right, love those tips. So you don't have to do everything exactly as we do. Sometimes I change up my classes. So for example, I will give all the rollers away for free if they enroll with a Home Essentials kit or more. I will, depending on the class and what I'm feeling like and how it's going and how interactive it is, if I'm don't have enough to do that, or I have a builder that needs the income to pay for all those samples, right? I'll help them teach the class. And instead of giving all away for free, because she can't afford to do that when she's launching her business, she'll do get your own account today to get this free goodie bag, right? We always encourage the goodie bag. Your enrollment income will pay for the goodie bag and then some. And maybe she'll give a roller away for free when they host the class. Give them something for helping you out with hosting a class. And then they get free stuff when they host the class. You can click on Announcements tab in this group and read through step by step. When you click on each photo, right, so step one, I don't remember what it is, but say click on Trifold, and all the information for Trifolds is in that post. So just click each picture in Announcements tab or the Units Learning tab, and it'll show you step by step. So if you have trouble closing a class, there's a step for that. It gives you ideas on what people have done to get better closing rates. You can tweak it. Do whatever you need to do, what you're comfortable with, and just make sure it's duplicatable for your downline. All right, so that's my binder. My binder, I can run my whole business from my binder. There isn't any situation that I can't do from my binder, okay? I use doTERRA's Live, Share, and Build guides. So how do I use those? So doTERRA actually sends the Live guide in their welcome, one of their welcome emails, so I don't need to do that. I like to open the Live guide and teach about it on a webinar or a Zoom in my Facebook groups, and you can do that. I put the Live, Share, and Build guides from doTERRA in my Builder FAQ system. If you're not using a Builder FAQ system, you want to be, and here's why. As you move forward in your business, every situation that you come up against with people, every question they ask, whatever, I want to teach you how to get an immediate response to them that doesn't require your mouth and an explanation, okay? Let me answer a question here. The Healthy Home class, yes. The Healthy Home class are the doTERRA sprayers, and they're $5. Yep. So you can add up your cost of materials and change prices depending on what market you are, right? So some markets, items are more expensive. You would adjust the price to make sure that the price you charge across the board is all the same for the products. For the most part. And so for example, Australia and New Zealand, they have to charge $7, $8 per item, Canada, 6 or 7, right? So you can figure that out by Googling oils by the drop prices and know what your expenses are, right? Make it easy. Okay, I lost my train of thought there. Oh, I want to make sure that every time someone asks you a question, you have an immediate place to send them the answer that isn't your mouth, or you have something ready to go to send them and direct them. Okay, so what do I mean by that? When someone says, hey, I'm sitting here with my sister and I want her to enroll her in doTERRA, what do I do? Excellent, that's post 13 in our units tab on Facebook. Are you on Facebook? Yep, okay, go check it out. Done. I'm not gonna sit there and explain with my mouth how to enroll someone, because when I do, it makes it very difficult for her to learn, right? What I just taught her, if I did, I taught her that she has to memorize all this stuff, and now I've just made it more difficult for her to duplicate me. Someone says to me, hey, what do I do for pregnancy? What oils can I use for pregnancy? Excellent question. In our Facebook group, type in pregnancy, and you should also get the book, Pregnancy, Birth, and Baby by Stephanie Fritz, because it's going to answer all your questions about oils for fertility, infertility, pre-pregnancy, pregnancy, postpartum, breastfeeding, all kinds of stuff. And we want you to feel empowered and in control, so please order that book. Good. Right? I didn't explain all the oils for pregnancy, because when I do, I just trained them that I'm their go-to person for every question. I am not an expert in oils for pregnancy, and I do not need to be. My role as a doTERRA wellness advocate is to help people see that these products are amazing. I can guide you on how to get them for the best price, and I can guide you on all the appropriate tools for educating yourself and having a great experience, and I can guide you on how to build a business. I am a well-qualified traffic director. That is my role in doTERRA. I'm not in the role of playing doctor. I'm in the role of guiding them to the appropriate tools for them to be empowered. Right, somebody had a question. Where can I find doTERRA's welcome emails? I'm going to be adding them to the files tab here of Lisa Zimmer Essential Oils Biz Tips if they're not already. They are already in WWZD3. There's quite a few documents already in WWZD3 that you can't get anywhere else, so you do want to sign up for that. We have our Balanced Living Trifold, which is our new trifold that helps people see the value in all of our product lines that are not the oils. Also helps them learn about sharing doTERRA and earning an income. Our Balanced Living Trifold is only available in WWZB3. Hey, Miss Stephanie. All right. So we want every single question that you get asked to have a simple solution. If that simple solution in your mind is a long explanation with words that have to come out of your mouth, then you're doing it wrong. You are making it too complicated for yourself, and you're making it too complicated for people to duplicate you. How do I set up my LRP card? I know this for a fact, right? Because I did it wrong. I did it wrong for a long time, burnt myself out, still reached diamonds, and didn't love this business anymore. I don't want you to get to that place. I want you to be able to duplicate. I want you to have a simple doTERRA business that's fun, that people want to do with you, right? Because if people see you working way too hard on your doTERRA business, who's going to want to do that? They're not going to want to do what you do, right? So keep it simple. What is your simple solution for every scenario? A builder messages me and says, how do I get power 3? Excellent question. Go to our builder FAQ and look up the unit post on power of 3. Is that duplicatable? It is, because if I have to explain power 3 one more time, I'm going to stab my eyes out, right? And I'm explaining it in the post. In my FAQ post on Power 3, it tells them visually, so it has a visual for visual learners. It has a video for video learners, or I try to, right? And it has the words for people that learn by words, all right? Stop making your life and business hard. But then what you have to do for it to work is you have to train people to use it. If I sat on the phone and explained to that builder what Power of 3 was, again, I just taught them that the next time they have a question, the answer is 1-800-Lisa Zimmer. That is not building a team of empowered builders. That is building a team of people who need to contact you for everything. Don't do that. It's not fair to you. It's not fair to them. They should be able to easily locate this information. What is the phone number for business advancements team? Excellent question. That's in the welcome post of the FAQ. How do I get the free product of the month? Excellent question. That's in the customer FAQ. You can load our FAQ system to your private members groups. You can load the customer and the builder one in units to the same group, right? So it's all in one. You can do it however you like once you purchase the FAQ material. So it comes in a PDF, so that you can use it for non-Facebook people as well, right? So if someone says, how do I enroll someone I'm not on Facebook? Excellent question. I will email them that information. I have it saved and I'll email them. I just copy and paste. I'm just guessing on the post number. Post 13, I'll copy and paste that to you. Boom. Really now, it's so simple. I hope you've all figured out. You don't even need to do that, right? You can just screenshot the trifold panel. When you open our trifold, we put the kit panel immediately next to, when it's open on your phone, immediately next to the how to enroll panel, so that you can screenshot them together in one picture, and they can see the 3 kits and they can see how to enroll. You can just send that to someone who's trying to enroll. Say, hey, do this, and as long as you're a wellness advocate, you can do it. All right, someone just messaged me about reflex points for placing oils. Told them to Google it. See? That's how you help people, right? In our mind, we're thinking, oh, I'm not being helpful by telling them to Google it. You are being helpful. That is the most helpful way to help them. That's Linda Karchner. She told them to Google it, right? She just empowered them now so that every time they have a question, they're not going to reach out to Linda Karchner. So why is it a problem what they do? Linda won't be able to help enough people in doTERRA if she's always answering questions. Also, right, Linda may not be available. She was in the middle of buying a convention ticket, right? It's not appropriate for her to stop what she's doing, right? What if I was enrolling someone? It's not appropriate for me to stop and interrupt my conversation when I'm sitting with a human being to go answer something that they can Google. It's not appropriate, right? So this is why people are on their phones way too much in doTERRA, right? If you have a phone growing out of your ear or growing out of your hands, you're not doing it right. Okay, we want to teach you how to empower these people. Teach them to fish so they can feed themselves for life, right? Empower others. It was really hard for me because I'm a people pleaser and I love to take care of everyone. And I felt like I was being bad, right? So about 2 years ago, I cut the cord and I said, awesome, you can figure that out, go look it up. It was so hard for me to do that. What happened was I had a tremendous shift on my team. My builders stood up, started taking care of themselves, and started growing faster, right? And started duplicating. So it is so important that you take care of your customers the same way, right? When I have a brand new customer, yes, I'll answer their questions and I'll keep steering them to our Facebook group, right? And eventually, after the second or third time, they get it, right? So what do you tell a customer when you say, oh, excellent question about blah, 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 blah. Are you on Facebook? Yes. Okay, it's so much better if you go check that out on Facebook because you're going to get multiple recipes, multiple ideas, right? I use lavender, melaleuca, and basil, but if you don't have those, there's other recipes then. Or if it's for babies, I've never used these on babies because I didn't have any babies. I want you to hear from other people in the group how they do it. And then also it helps educate everyone else in the group at the exact same time. So I don't have to answer that question 1,700 times. Codependency, Becky says, codependency bites, yes. Be an expert at empowering others, not the expert at all the topics. Okay, keep track. So how do you know what posts to have ready, etc.? First of all, I collected the information for the FAQs for customers and for builders over years. Okay, so I just kept documenting all the most commonly asked questions that were driving me crazy. Myths, right? Myths is one of them. I just read that lavender makes boys grow breasts. I just read that eucalyptus and peppermint kills kids, blah, 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 blah. I just read that you can't use oils and plastic. Like, I'm not answering those questions anymore. They're in the FAQ, okay? And so I direct people, oh, excellent question. That's myths post in our units tab. Go check it out. Boom, done. Make it easy on yourself. So we collected all those most commonly asked questions for customers, for builders, and then just start keeping track in a notebook of what questions you get that are taking up your time. Okay, so one question that drove me insane was, tell me about your oils. I wouldn't know how to respond to that if someone emailed me or texted me. So that's another reason that our trifold came to be. Our trifold helps answer that question in our 60-second enrollment, right? I would be paralyzed and not even respond sometimes because I'd have to be thinking about what I should send them to not overwhelm them. And then their email would get buried and I never replied. So that was something that was ruining my business. So I came up with the simple solution for that, right? I try to get them on the phone with me and then I implement the 60-second enrollment. If they won't get on the phone with me, I still implement the 60-second enrollment by email. Tell me what you got going on so I know how to direct you for what oils to use. And I implement the 60-second enrollment. I screenshot the kit panel with the enrollment panel from the trifold, and I send it to them. And I can send them a link generator. Boom, done. Have your systems in place so that nothing you do is overwhelming and confusing. And they can duplicate you. My favorite thing right now, because I've launched quite a few builders in the last month for some reason, is my builder FAQ, right? That was always such a time investment and overwhelming process for all, and now it's not. So what I did was I said, excellent question. I'm going to add you to our Builder FAQ. Go check out posts 1 through 6, 1 through 7, read through them. Once you've read through them, email me back and we'll set a time to chat in person or by Zoom. If they do that and they get back to me, I know they're serious and want to move forward, and we schedule a time to chat, and then we go through the Builder FAQ post by post, usually like the first dozen posts, and they get it, right? It takes them through all the steps, gives them action items to tackle, and then of course, I started keeping track of on a laminated sheet. I'll put the builder's name, what their action items are, right? Make your list of 100, let me know when it's completed. Let's get your 2 to 4 classes on the books, pick your dates. If they're not getting back to me, then they're not serious about building their business. I don't need to chase them. I can check in with them once, and if they don't follow through, then I know we're not moving forward, all right? But if they do complete their action items, we're gonna keep moving forward and launch them. But why is that Builder FAQ so important? They can launch a new builder on our team, and they don't have to know anything about oils, and they don't have to know anything about the business. They just go to the FAQ post by post with them to launch them. They're training themselves while you're training them. Then they're training themselves while they're training their downline. And they're all learning that the Builder FAQ is where they go to get their questions answered. Empower, empower, empower. Right. Hope everybody's having a good day. Hope you got your convention tickets. They went on sale today. Hope you got your hotel room. What else? Get your Mother's Day goodies. They extended the 200 PV promo. So love it, love it, love it. Today is April 1st, 2019. I will post some links. Make sure you get Nathan's back office toolkit, right? That's a must-have for building your business and analyzing your back office. Don't make the mistake. You can cancel at any time. It's 30 days free, so try it for 30 days. You don't love it, cancel it. I'm obsessed. It made closing out this month so easy. It made leaving for vacation easy. We left for vacation like the I don't even remember, 22nd, 23rd, something like that. And I was able to log into my detailed genealogy. Instead of manually adding up and guessing what everybody was going to order, I logged in, plugged in the back office toolkit, and it told me I was going to hit diamond, even though I wasn't diamond yet. Somebody had orders to go through. Told me I was going to hit diamond, told me who was going to hit silver. Didn't have to worry about it. Went on vacation, came back on the 30th, verified that it was all done. Piece of cake. In the old days, it would have taken me a long time to manually add all that up. Clicked on his back office toolkit, told me what I was ranking to, who was ranking, who wasn't, solved it. All right, so I'm gonna post some links for this stuff so you guys can take advantage of it. Brandy got Nathan's tool too. Everybody's loving it. We really want everybody to get the tool by April 6th, because if the first 500 people that sign up for it, if he gets 500 by April 6th, he's gonna lock us in at the $6.99 a month versus the $9.99 a month. So it's super, super important that you get signed up for that right now. And remember, it's free for 30 days. All right, I'll post that, guys. I hope you have a great day. Happy oiling.